Great afternoon. My name is Coach Rezzhel. I am a certified life coach and I'm coming here live here in Decaf Coffee Republic. So Decaf Coffee Republic is a home of certified life coaches and we are located at the second floor of Pioneer Street Market along Reliance Street in front of TV5. So, surprise! This might be a surprise for you for this afternoon, but let me share my journey as a life coach, as an apprentice. So for this afternoon, we're doing it another way. This might really be a surprise in your end, but we are looking forward for your encounter as we go through the talk this afternoon. So again, my name is Coach Rezzhel. I'm one of the apprentices of Coach A. I'm also the operations manager of Decaf Coffee Republic. So Coach A will be coming in at around 12:30 or close to 1 o'clock to answer your question, because for this afternoon, Coach Cafe will be covering your questions, as what we call it. Coach, ask Coach A question. Is that right? Okay. Ask Coach A question. So please, as we share the link in Life Coach Philippines, you can be able to share your comments, especially your questions, to Coach A, for she will be coming in and will be sharing with me this portion in a little while. Alright? So again, my name is Coach Rezzhel, and for today, I will be sharing with you my personal journey as an ordinary person living a day-to-day life, and then becomes an entrepreneur, a life coach, and now an apprentice, a change agent, and a messenger of God in this field. Alright, so let's start. I don't know if you have encountered it at some point of your life when you would ask, what do you really want? What do you really want to do? So before I will highlight on those questions, let me also introduce to you our mission, our vision as a coffee shop. Alright, so our mission as a coffee shop, we are a channel of spiritual wealth to marketplace ministers who are strategically positioned in the heart of every nation, which is the workplace. And our vision is to have Decaf in every city, region, and nation. So when we talk about Decaf, it's a reflection of a lighthouse in the midst of a dark place. So a lighthouse reflects the light that someone out there might need, especially if they are trying to find their way, their path, and whatever it is that they're going through that need some kind of a light. So we are there to represent that light. So Decaf in every city, region, and nation is really to reflect that there's hope, that there's a refuge, that there's always help that is available. Whatever it is that you are going through, Decaf is there, or a lighthouse is there to be that reflection, to be that haven, a refuge that you are always welcome to come, that help is always available. So that's how we are seeing Decaf. Now, Decaf is operated by P165. So P165 comes from Psalm 16:5. It says there, "My Lord, you are my inheritance, my portion, my cup of blessing. You guard all that is mine." So to share with you how this journey started, me as the operations manager at Decaf Coffee Republic, I consider this as my battlefield. So you might be asking, what do you mean by a battlefield? So a battlefield is where you are being planted, where you will bloom, where you will thrive, and where you will be pursuing the calling, the purpose that you know in your heart it is set apart for you to do. So the battlefield might be where you are at right now, or perhaps your heart is telling you to journey into something, somewhere. So, but more of this is an avenue or a place where you will be able to express, to experience the very purpose of your life. So, as for me, this is my battlefield. Decaf Coffee Republic is more than a coffee shop. It's more than coffee and pastry. It is really about having an avenue to be a channel of transformation to the people that are coming in and out, and the people that will come to know Decaf. And through that experience, they can be able to reflect by really having that moment while they are here in this place, or perhaps during our engagement, when they are here in Decaf, is for them to be able to reflect what do they really want to do in life, or that moment of pause that they can ask themselves, is this the kind of life that they want? Here at Decaf Coffee Republic, we are open at 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. and during weekends till 11 p.m. And I am here throughout the operations, um, assisting, engaging to people, and just experiencing every person who are coming here in this place. Now, this is where I have encountered my purpose, my calling. This is where I encountered my heart. This is where I encountered the individuality of every person. And this is where I have come to realize that there is a lot of work to do for us to be able to help each other and to bring the kind of healing that the world needs. Now, when we talk about battlefield, sometimes it is a question of where you are currently at right now. Is that portion, or is that place you consider a battlefield? The question is, what is a battlefield to you? So, I don't know if you get my point right now, but if you are a person who have come to the point of is there more of asking yourself, is there more to life? Is this all I've got to do? These questions will also allow you to reflect on so where can I express or experience living my purpose? So here at Decaf Coffee Republic, you can be able to experience that there are too many people right now who needs that moment to be listened to be accepted, and to just have that moment to process what they're going through in life as well, so they can be able to start, or they can be able to reflect on, is this really what is worth fighting for? So in this place, this is my battlefield. As an operations manager, I am the one who's assisting different people who have inquiries, might be with the venue, certification classes, coaching classes, or about life. So every day in this place, it is about remembering that everything is a journey. Like everything is a journey. Wherever you are right now, have you? It is a question of, have you come to realize that that place is your place of purpose, or is that place is that where you are experiencing the calling that is set apart for you to do? So if not, it is another journey of processing or of reflecting where is that portion, or where is that place would be. So as an apprentice, what helps me through the season is more of being able to stand back and reflect on the so many things going on. It says there that there are three kinds of like how you are living your life right now. So there are three kinds of, of like how you are living your life right now is a question of reflecting. Is it more of are you living it? Are you drifting right now? So a drifting life is more of you're just going through the motion of every day. Like there is a challenge of how you are processing things that are happening. There's too much acceleration of like the transition is just so much that you choose to go through the motion. But the real question is this the kind of life that you want to live? The other one would be, are you living a life that is driven? So the expectations of the world, the expectations of the workplace, or the expectations of the people around you, is this the kind of life that you want to pursue? Is that what you are pursuing right now? Or are you living your life by design? When you live your life by design, it is more about what you are called for. What is the purpose of your life? Since your life is just like that one shot, so this is just a one-time thing. You will never have another life after this one here on earth. So since you have this one shot of living your life, the question is, are you pursuing or living your life by design? So as I journey, or when I decided to do DCAP, I was in working as a corporate employee, and one day I just come to realize that there's so much void in my heart that this is not something that I want. There's so much more that I feel of doing, and because of that void, I search everywhere to just fill that void. But soon in the journey, I also realized that being able to experience, do your calling, your purpose, how God has set you apart for a portion that you have to do, or not have to do, but your heart wants to do, or joyfully wants to do, you cannot really run away from it. At some point, you will be able to just come face to face with it. So that's what happened to me. Like I'm just an ordinary person living every day, going through the motion of ano yung kinagisnan ko, going through the motion of the routines, like going to work, being able to deliver my task at work, and the things that you also want to do outside work, but everything is being centered onto I'm just going through the motion. But the good thing about our humanity or our soul, okay, since it is, or I personally believe that it is connected to a source, to God, that will really allow you to experience what He wants to do through your life, or how He wants to use it to channel inspiration and transformation. So there was, what happened is that I have come face to face with that. So I have to quit my job at the corporate and pursue that journey, because it will not happen immediately. It will not happen immediately. So there's like a journey that you have to go through for you to be prepared as well for that promised land, or what we call for that moment where you will be able to see that, so this is the reason why it happened in the first place. So that's what happened to me. I went through the motion of everyday life and the demands of the society, and what I submitted myself onto, that I drifted. I drifted away from what I am really called to do and what I am purposely designed to do as a person. So, but during that moment as well, during that process of encountering your purpose, your calling, the other thing that you might be able to also pursue is the kind of life that is driven. So when we say it is driven, you want what everybody wants, you compete what everybody considers a competition, and you want to get there because everybody wants it in the first place. So why not want it yourself? So the real question is that the kind of life that you want for yourself? So that is what happened to me at some point as well. Like, everybody wants it anyway. Everybody wants to work at this workplace anyway. Everybody wants this position. Everybody wants this salary. There's nothing wrong with that. But the real question is that something that will fulfill your soul? So one day I was given an opportunity. By the way, before I move on, I just want to remind everyone that you can be able to share your question, because this portion of Coach Cafe is really about Coach A. I mean, you can ask Coach A your question. So this is your moment now to, if ever you have that question that you really want to ask, then you can be able to share it with us through the link at Life Coach Philippines. There's a post in there. Ask Coach A question. Please feel free. Please be with us. And whatever questions that you have in life, in career, or whatever you are going through right now, I am encouraging you to post it. During the second part of Coach Cafe, Coach A will answer it. Whatever that would be, she will be able to be of help and to make sure that you can be, you can get the clarity, or perhaps the words that you might need, so you can be able to reflect about the questions that you want to ask. So again, that post is at Life Coach Philippines, so please visit us at Life Coach Philippines. So there's a post in there. Ask Coach A question. Please feel free to share it with us. So, I was given an opportunity to be part of Decaf Coffee Republic. So after a while of really encountering that void in my heart, allowing that question to come in my heart, I was able to be given that opportunity to be part of the team who is currently serving Decaf Coffee Republic. Now to give you more of what's going on in this place, especially with, for sure you heard about life coaching certification, classes, workshops, sessions. So after a while, during our journey in creating or allowing people to experience the battle cry of Decaf, which is be inspired and be transformed. So before life coaching, we are Coach A along with the team have different activities going on floor until life coaching happens at Decaf Coffee Republic. So, but still, it is within the concept or within the battle cry of using this tool, life coaching, as a tool for for the realization of the battle cry of being inspired and being transformed. So With that life coaching certification, after the program comes, during my journey after coaching certification comes the apprenticeship program of Coach A. So um, how can I say this? So you go through an apprentice when you want to become a master coach, just like Coach A. When you want to be in her shoes. Now, um, looking at the background, you know, that's really awesome. I mean, to be a master coach, to be given that pedestal, to be a channel of transformation to the people who choose to trust you at that very moment, to be given that pedestal, to become a channel of healing, to be a channel of like that avenue for people to reflect um, their purpose, their calling. It's just it's more of a reward. It's a privilege to be in that shoes. That is what Coach A is doing now. So because of her heart to not just be one, but really to to be to be able to like create or encourage people, or to be able to stand where she is standing now as a master coach. Um, Coach A apprenticeship program opened for everyone who has the heart to not just teach, but really to be a channel of inspiration and transformation, a channel of healing. So 17 of us is going through the process of apprenticeship. Personally, apprenticeship program, it will allow you to see the the toiling that you have to do. That portion will allow you to experience the hard work. It's because seeing Master Coach A with all the smile and the wisdom she is offering to everybody, seeing her excited during talks or certification, seeing how her joy manifests in every person that she comes in contact with. For those who do not know, when we will talk to her, it is as if every dead thing, everything that is dead in you will come to life when you talk to her. So I encourage you to really ask your question, because this is your moment. If you cannot be here physically, at least you can be able to share your thoughts, your questions, whatever you're going through. Again, visit this post at Life Coach Philippines. We are sharing the link to the different pages right now in different groups. Please take this opportunity to really express what's going on in your head, so we can be able to, or Coach A can help you clarify it, or can help you process it. Now, so for those who do not know, when you talk to Coach A, you can really believe on something. You can really believe in yourself, and you can always believe on the best version of who you can become. So she has that. So all of us, like the people on floor, the certified life coaches, and the apprentice, we are able to see that. But have you really asked what sacrifices she has to do and laying down that she has to do for her to get to where she is right now? When we have our dynamics, like trainings, during our moments when we answer toolkits, we do collaborations, we have our meetings, or we have engagement here on floor. When we encounter a certain kind of hindrance, might be inner hindrance, something that we created inside. an inner turmoil or something that is happening externally. So when we encounter that kind of hindrance, we tend to like um, uh, marami tayong reklamo. Parang bakit kailangan itong mangyari or parang ang tagal, ang bagal. But reflecting on the kind of life Master Coach A has, it, it it took a while. Like it takes so much of laying down and and pursuing to what she is called for to do. So I think being an apprentice is having that avenue to see, to experience the hard work, the toiling, the things that you have to lay down, the things that you have to fight for, so you can be able to become a master coach. And again, a master coach is a pedestal where you can be able to channel more of the inspiration, transformation, the wisdom that you have, to channel that healing to the people who will trust you, to be that that channel for people to experience that living by design or living by purpose is what you are called to really do or to really live. It's a moment like during a certification or when a master coach like Coach A will stand in every certification class. It's all about you. Are you living your purpose? Are you living your calling? Because God has given that portion of your life for you to be able to live that. And being a master coach like Coach A, with all her stories of sacrifices, that's where she is right now, beaming with joy, and when she encounters people, it brings joy to her heart to be able to become the channel of that healing. Healing is more of allowing that person to reflect that you can live really by what God has set apart for you to do. So being a master coach and being an apprentice allows me to see that it's not a one-time thing. It is a journey. It is a process. That there is such thing as toiling. That there is such thing as hard work. That there is such thing as sacrifices. That there is something as there is what we call processes. So it can help you become the person that you are called to do, that you are designed to be. So the beauty of apprentice, the being part of the apprentice, is the camaraderie that everyone has, that common ground, which is to become that channel of inspiration and transformation to the space we're currently occupying. So there's 17 of us. So this is my battlefield, but my other co-apprentice also have their battlefield where they can be able to express their own battle cry as well. But we have a common heart, just like what Master Coach A will always reflect, that by the end of the day, the greatest reward will be seeing one more life being changed, one more life being able to do his or her purpose, one more life that is being able to appropriate the victory that she or he has to just live. So with all the dynamics right now that is currently going on with the apprenticeship program, it is also a moment to like for myself to see that there is indeed so much work to do. This is not just about life coaching. This is really about if you receive that your calling is to serve, that your purpose that you receive in your heart is to become the channel of transformation for other people. So if that is your heart, then this is one of the avenues. Life coaching is one of the avenues that you can be able to express that, to live that, and to experience that. And through it, you will thrive. Through it, you will grow. Through it, you will be able to advance the very calling that you have for yourself. So, as a change agent, it is our hearts. Like, it is in my heart. See, working here at DCAP, answering questions from time to time, people would really ask me, is it really working? Like life coaching, does it really work? So I also ask them a question. Have you really seen how the world is in misery? So working here in DCAP Coffee Republic, where we talk to different people, there's so much need of people who will listen, people who will ask the right questions, people who see the best in them. So being a change agent, again, before I move on, whatever questions that you have, again, this Coach Cafe is a portion where you can ask your question to Coach A, ask a question to Coach A. So please visit that link at Life Coach Philippines and feel free to post your questions. And Coach A will be here in a moment to answer it. Okay? So, yeah, so now, so through the journey of being a change agent, it's more of an avenue for you to be able to receive in your heart the kind of change you want to see, or the kind of change that the person you're talking to want to see sa buhay niya, sa paligid niya. So being a change agent is being that person to allow, to facilitate processes so that very question, whatever they're asking, or whatever change they want to see, but they are paralyzed to simply do it, a change agent can help you reflect on the things that you can do to move and to get the results and to achieve what you want to achieve and get to the kind of life that you want to live. Now, as a change agent, it's more of having that opportunity to be able to help reflect the kind of change that person wants to see. So, in this journey of being in the corporate and being an entrepreneur, being an operations manager on floor, or being a life coach, being a change agent, actually, this is just on a personal note. This comes all from being a messenger of God in this place. So, Coach A is here. So, any moment now, she will be joining me. So, for your questions, the things that you want to ask, again, please visit us at Life Coach Philippines page. Please post it in that link so Coach A can be able to answer it, clarify it, process it for you. So anytime now, she will be joining me here in front. Okay, so again, let me just close this in my end before I will introduce Master Coach A. Being a messenger of God in this place, it is a privilege to be able to carry His heart for all the people that He allows to come in this place. I have used life coaching as a tool for me to be able to ask, clarify, and facilitate the processes that the person that I'm talking to needs at that time, so she or he can be able to live by the very design that she or he is called for. That she or he can be able to live the purpose that she or he is called for. That she or he be able to live the kind of life that God wants him or her to have. So that is me for this afternoon. Again, my name is Coach Rezzhel, and I'm about to introduce the woman of the hour. All right. So again, you can post your question on Life Coach Philippines. This portion of Coach Cafe is all about asking questions. So ask your question to Master Coach A. All right, so let me introduce Master Coach A on floor, and she will be joining me at this very moment.
Can we give a hand to Coach Rezzhel, our operations manager, our apprentice? Come on now, let's do this better. Can we give a hand? I've been watching, and I was watching on my way here. I was on the car, and I've been in the place for many more minutes. I mean, I've been in the place for the longest time, and I honestly don't want to go up. I don't want to take this moment because I'm enjoying watching her. You've done a great job. Thank you. Well, she mentioned and she kicked off sharing with you that she is an apprentice, she's an operations manager, she's a life coach, and she's been doing a lot of things. And I want to take off from there because this morning, okay, when I got up, it's really one of the most beautiful moments in our lives, in our journey as a team. Okay, Rezzhel has been in my team for 4 years or more. Okay, we've been together, we've started together as church leaders, and then we moved leading and answering the call of being in a mission field. And she's been talking about the mission field. She's been talking DCAP as our mission field. So this is our mission field together. So DCAP is 33 years old. Okay, so we're celebrating our 3rd year anniversary on November 24. We're turning 3 years, and before that, we've been together for about a year, training and doing all the necessary equipping in preparation for our mission field. So we've been like 4 to 5 years, okay? So at least for 4 years solid, I've been with Coach Rezzhel, and she's been standing alongside with me most of the time, or should I say almost in front of me. Ganun ba yun? Mukhang nasa harapan ko. So if I'm I'm here, she will be in front of me. So most of you would not see her. And I believe when I got up this morning, I just received that this is a moment in time that she needed to take this front seat. Okay, siya naman at ako naman ang nasa harapan. Or baliktad, siya yung nasa stage, ako yung nasa front seat. And I had that moment, I enjoyed it, I was inspired, and I was telling my daughter, ayoko nang umakyat, okay? Hayaan na natin si Coach Rezzhel, kayang-kaya siya. But she said that you're coming in. Okay, so I'm coming in. Okay, and the episode today is Ask Coach A questions. I want to honor also those people who ask me questions through Coach A page, and this is the moment that I want to do it. Okay, so this is really the day. But when I got up this morning, okay, so from my nap, so many of you knows I don't really take a sleep. So I had a nap early this morning, and when I got up from my nap, I just received that this is the moment for the God we serve to shine. Okay, so it's not a cliche. Okay, so with all due respect to what you believe on, to your religious belief, to your spirituality. Okay, we have never really spoken alam mo yung strongly or hindi din naman namin tinatago, but we're Christians, we are in a mission field, but really to us, everything that we do is anchored on our faith, okay? Everything that we do is anchored on our mission that we are advancing the kingdom of God. It's no secret to many of you. And today, I just received that the God we serve needs to be known. And the only way for the God we serve to be known is that for people to know that whatever Coach A is experiencing, whatever is Coach A is enjoying, which I'm very grateful, is not something exclusive to me, okay? Because I serve the God of Rezzhel, the God of Rog, the God of Maureen, the God of PB, the God of Clint, all of the directors and we serve the same God. And here I want to stand and say, whatever I'm enjoying, whatever life I am really, really partaking right now to the best that I could, like I will never trade whatever I'm having right now. this is not something that exclusive to me. I mean, it's not because I'm Coach A. It's not that. It's because someone up there, because someone who's divine have given it to me, and I'm just enjoying it. And so I want to come here and say, let the king be king today, and let that king be recognized. That indeed all of this is just because there's a king who sent me, there's a king who called me, there's a king who prepared all of this, and there is a king who is orchestrating all of these things. And the only thing that I've done, okay, which of course not a credit again to me, but to him, is just two things. I would always say this: obedience and humility. Obedience, humility. I humble myself before the king, to the God I serve, and I obey. Okay, comfortable? Oh no, never been comfortable. Today is never been, today is one of the days it's never been comfortable to me and to Coach Rezzhel. But we come here and say like, this is the God we serve and we enjoy the journey. Okay, and we're so excited. Okay, so I told her earlier that you've got a story, and I never knew, okay, that there were prayers before that she's having about, speaking of God. I never had that. So I just received it, that this today is the day that I will step aside, okay, I step aside and give the floor to her and give her the opportunity to speak to you of what the cry of her heart. Because many times, Coach Rezzhel would allow herself to be overshadowed by Coach A. I mean, Coach Rezzhel and Coach A. But truth be told, all of you, we've got 217 certified life coaches in the house right now for almost 2 years, and truth be told, all of you, the first face, the first voice, okay, the first interaction that you would have, most of you, maybe 90% of you is actually Coach Rezzhel. So I will not be here if there's no Coach Rezzhel, all right? And again, Coach Rezzhel will not be on floor if there are no other directors supporting her, no crew, no staff supporting her. So like the whole show, everything that you are partaking from the Life Coach Training Institute, from the Life Coach Philippines, from Decaf Coffee Republic, all of this is really a collaborative efforts of many people that you don't see on screen, because most of the time you just see Coach A. But truth of the matter, no, I'm just the face, okay? And to be the face here is not comfortable. Like, no, I'm not Coach Mike, okay, who's a celebrity figure. By the way, Coach Mike, congratulations. Okay, just finished another TED Talk speakership in Iloilo, and today he is being supported by Coach Kay Sabala and Coach Tin. Talaga naman ang suporta niya, isang galing Tacloban at isang galing NCR, okay? And what I know is by this time, they should be to be talking to the owner, okay, having a meeting with the owner of the school for the advancement of life coaching in Iloilo. They had a meeting also with June Acevedo last night. So June, thank you for really taking that moment and expressing your desire to continue and join the tribe in whatever we're doing now in the profession. So today is a moment where I will be answering all of your questions. But I know that many of you, the top of the line or the top questions would be how to be you. I mean, when you encapsulate, many people would really ask how to be you. And it's very simple how to be me. Very simple. Okay? Obey God. Humble yourself before Him. Obey God, humble yourself before the King. Done. I mean, there is no rocket science. Okay, I'm taking it from Coach Kay Sabala. Okay, no rocket science, no seed and secret, no formula, okay? But of course, I talk about formula. I create a lot of formula. But truth of the matter, these are all just things how you implement it. Because I'm a very strategic person. I love to teach. I love to share things. So these things, I teach how I operate daily. But truth of the matter, if you want the secret, obey God. Humble yourself. As simple, two things, obedience, humility, obedience, humility. Like, madali lang talaga siyang gawin. Okay? Madali siyang gawin, pero masakit siyang gawin. Alright? So, madali siyang gawin because truth of the matter, you will just have to humble yourself. I mean, when you humble yourself, edi wala. Kung mali, edi mali. Kung tama, edi tama. I mean, I got it from former Pastor Joshua de Galaraga from Victory. We used to attend Victory Pioneer, and Pastor Joshua Galaraga was our spiritual advisor, is also our pastor. I got it from him that he said, like, you don't swallow success. Kanya to, di ba? Okay, you don't swallow success, you just smell it, and then boom, balik kay God. Okay? Move forward. So, if there's one great lesson I learned from Good Joshua Galarraga is that you don't swallow success, you just smell it, you don't consume it, you don't digest it, because if you do, gosh, may paglalagyan ka talaga. So, that one, kudos to the man. Okay? So, I live by principle, I respond by principle. So, those are the things that I do. And I think Coach Rezzhel standing here beside me is for you to understand that wala talagang rocket science dito. I mean, Coach Rezzhel, you've done a great job. Okay, konti na lang. Si Ishi was very proud of you.
Thank you very much.
Like my daughter said, ay, magaling pala, pwede siyang magsalita. Oh. So, I mean, there's no rocket science in here. Coach Sean has been doing his 60-minute, diba, video. So that one is really good. So, no rocket science. Coach Candy Teng would do this on the car. So, everybody can do this. Alright? Yun lang. O, tawang-tawa si Coach Candy. Nandito siya ngayon, Candy Teng. Okay? So, yun lang. It's just that you just submit to the process that requires humility. Alright? And then obedience. Because ang mahirap sa obedience, pinagsasubmit ka, pinasusunod ka sa taong una ayaw mo. Minsan gusto mo, pero ayaw mo naman yung pinagagawa sa'yo. I mean, really getting out of the comfort zone makes this all things difficult. But truth of the matter, bitawan mo lang yan, ready tapos. I mean, tama. Pero lagi ko rin sinasabi naman, okay, to the God I serve, God, Diyos ko, may karir naman ako, ingatan natin yung karir ko. Pero sabi ni God, yung karir yan, akin din yung karir na yan. So parang, okay, sa'yo nga pala yung karir. Sige, sa'yo na bahala ka, pero huwag mong sikain ha, kasi may pamilya din naman ako. So many times I would still say that to God, God, may karir ako, baka saan naman ako pulutin. But you know, over and over again, I mean, God has proven himself to be really the great God, the great I am, the great God that we serve. So thank you, Rezzhel, for doing that. Okay, it's a living testimony that my apprentice will end up to be like, you know. And that's the life I live. Okay, that's the life I live. Okay, on the go. Okay, yun yung buhay na laging meron ako parang ATM at the moment. If I receive instructions, I proceed. And I believe one thing that is my big win for today is Coach Rezzhel stepping on that pedestal. O, diba ang galing? Okay, so to the rest of the apprentice, there's still 16 of you, maghintay po kayo kasi one of these days, ganito rin kayo. To Pastor Alan Balan, Coach Denise, okay, thank you, hello. Okay, all the way from Batangas City. Okay, so hello. Okay, maraming salamat for really advancing the profession in Batangas City, in Calabarzon area. And we look forward indeed to your positive, beautiful reports back to our tribe. Okay? So, Coach Mix is still in Bohol. Okay, he just celebrated his birthday. And of course, today, okay, before I move forward to the questions which Coach Rezzhel will throw into me, okay, let me take this moment to really greet a very happy birthday, our actor in the tribe, Coach Rezzhel.
Yay, Coach!
Okay, Coach Rezzhel Luna, maraming salamat for advancing the professions in your sphere of influence. Okay, Coach Rezzhel Luna is a businessman. He holds multiple companies in logistics. He's also an actor. He's a celebrity. He's a singer. Name it. He's a producer. Okay, so whatever this man is given, he gets to multiply. I mean, really a beautiful reflection and a beautiful testimony that kahirapan ay hindi sagabal sa pag-unlad. I mean, the battle cry, okay? So, si Coach Rezzhel has been featured in Corina Sanchez, Rated K. Wish ko lang the story of, really starting from, kakanta sana ako kaso hindi ko yung talent, okay? So, parang, may kumakanta, that is Coach Candy Teng, hindi po ako yan, okay? So, Coach Rezzhel Luna started really humble beginning, but that's really so much of the fire inside of him to make a difference for his family. And lo and behold, okay, sabi nga niya, have created and produced millionaires out of his family. So really, Coach Rezzhel, this is the day that the whole tribe is celebrating with you. Okay, we're joining you tonight. Okay, we will be late because we have a general assembly for the apprentice. But Coach Rezzhel, it's such a beautiful day today that we remember that on the same day, a man like you has been born.
Yay!
Okay? So let's proceed to the question, Coach Rezzhel. Ikaw na talaga.
Ito na to. So,
okay, so is everything okay? Okay, are we still live? Oh, we're not live. Okay, so we're coming in for batch 2. Okay, this is the we're having technical difficulty. Okay, I'm not sure why, but we're now moving to the second part of Coach Cafe. We're doing an extension right now, okay, because I want to take this moment really to answer the questions of those coaches globally who've sent their questions through Coach A page and of course through Life Coach Philippines. So Coach Rezzhel holds the question. So are we ready to begin? Are we live? Are we back in FB? No, we're not. So do we know what's happening? Wow. Sa mga naghihintay po ng katanungan, okay, we're gonna be, Coach Rezzhel, how was it?
Alam mo yung...
Natumawa, ha?
Oo.
How was it, Coach Rezzhel?
Yung being able to have that moment to really... Iba din pala pag ikaw na po yung nagsasalita. It's like being able to reflect what...
Because you hear yourself.
Yeah. So more of that moment, parang on the spot moment, kasi mabilisan lang to mga 30 minutes.
Yeah, prep, okay.
So that moment that you realize that you will be sharing something with others,
Yeah.
na on the spot siya.
Okay.
Na yun yung tinatawag natin very organic, yung
Very real, very true.
yung that true moment that you allow other people to share it with.
Okay.
So that pedestal, that moment that you can be able to share it with them. So yung chairman, yung kaba at yung excitement na
The best thing
yeah,
that happened.
The best thing is yung finally you are able to now encounter that you also want to talk about calling, that you also want to talk about purpose, that everything
okay.
in your journey is about that moment will come for you to be able to sum it up and share it with other people, so people can also reflect it in a way.
Because most of the time you're not given the chance to speak of your calling. Oo, no?
Yes.
Okay. Because most of the time, what do you talk about to people?
Their best version, what they want to do.
It's all about them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
This time,
it is our calling to make sure that they're able to
express.
Yeah.
They say also and share what they have. So ito, ikaw to. Moment mo talaga
Oo.
to.
So yun kanina, kahit madami akong sinasabi kasi madami talaga akong naiisip.
Marami ka talaga naiisip. Marami ka talagang
Because
gustong
of
sabihin.
Ilang years din po of encounter what we have been encountering in this place. And that power that is in this place that is allowing you to experience those things. And sabi nga natin, parang kakaiba. Kung yung season dati ay in a year or like for 6
Matagal.
months.
This is iba.
Ngayon, anong season na?
One day. One muna. And we're back live. Okay, so this is part 2 of Coach Cafe. We're back. Okay, for those of you who tune out, okay, let's get back tuning in. Okay, so if you have sent a questions through Coach A page, Life Coach Philippines, and if you have sent a comment and a message to each and to any of us in the team, stand by. Okay, we're extending. We're moving to the second part of Coach Cafe, and this is the moment that I will be sharing with you my thoughts. Okay, I have not pre-read. Okay, your questions. So Coach Rezzhel will throw in the questions and I will answer it on the spot, and let me share with you my thoughts about the questions that you have in this profession called life coaching. We are the second fastest growing industry in the whole world today, and I believe there is a reason why we are such. Okay, so tonight, this afternoon, let's dive into your questions. Coach Rezzhel, question
Alright.
number 1.
So,
From who? Meron ba
Coach
dyan?
Rezzhel of Tacloban!
Coach Rezzhel. Okay, Coach Rezzhel Kapungkol. Tama ba? Coach Rezzhel, a doctor, a policeman, ano ba? A lawyer, a nurse, tama ba? A surgeon. Okay, so ito na talaga.
Service kung service.
Service kung service. Ang taas ng level. Okay, sana hindi masyadong mataas ang question ni Coach Rezzhel. Tingnan natin. Okay, take it away. Coach Rezzhel Kapungkol of Region 8 from Tacloban City. Okay, the question is, Coach Rezzhel.
After certification, are there fast rule or steps to follow?
Okay, after certification, Coach Rezzhel asked if after certification, I think after life coach certification, is there hard, fast rules to follow? Tama ba? Okay, simple. In any certification, in any graduation, in any training, I believe there is only one hard, fast rule. Practice. That's it. Just practice the profession, practice what you have learned, practice what you have acquired, practice what you have paid for, practice the new learning, practice the new skills, practice, like practice, practice, practice. Okay? It's not practice makes it perfect, but practice open doors of opportunity.
Yeah.
Practice will allow your heart to be stretched for the profession. Practice will give you the wisdom to advance. Practice will give you really the desire to do what you are called to do. Practice will challenge you.
Yes.
Diba? So, parang,
Yes.
there's nothing for you to promote. There is nothing for you to publicize. There is nothing for you to write about if you are not practicing. So, like, immediately, like, after certification, after graduation, like, nothing. Like, if there's only one thing, which by the way, I've been doing for 2 years now since I got certified, practice. Just practice. Ganun lang yun, Coach Romel. And I know you know it because, but here's the thing, okay? When I say practice, practice it in the true core of being a life coach. Because many certified life coaches, after certification, what they do is they dilute. Right? Parang, okay, life coach na ako, and we know that life coaching is not mentoring. Life coaching is not advising.
Yeah.
Life coaching is not consulting. And yet, when you practice, ang gagawin mo, life coaching, mentoring plus life coaching, advising plus life. You can't do that because you are mixing all the discipline, and you become a jack of all trades and master of nothing. So if you learn life coaching, give yourself really the opportunity, the joy to practice life coaching purely. Mag-life coaching ka. Now, coach, consultant ako, I'm a mentor. Then do it in a separate occasion. Don't put it all together because you are shortchanging yourself and it is a disservice to the person who is seeking your help. Alright? So, next.
Thank you, Coach. So, from Coach Maureen.
Oh, Maureen.
Tacloban. Busy ang Tacloban.
Busy ang Tacloban. Coach Maureen din. Dolina. Tama ba? Okay, Coach Maureen. Okay.
How to get start my life coaching profession right and make it thrive.
How to start it right and make it thrive. Practice. Practice.
Parang may ibang word ka nun siya.
Parang wala talaga, no? Practice. Diba? Kasi to start it right, you're supposed to be a life coach. I mean, it's like, how do you start being a singer? Eh, di kumanta ka. Sing.
Lifestyle.
Diba? Like, how to start it right, practice. And how do you thrive? Make it part of your lifestyle. Right? Make it part of who you are. Like, wag mo siyang hubarin. It's not, kaya nga, life coaching is a lifestyle. You don't take it away. You don't take it off. Matutulog ka, life coach ka. Pagising mo, life coach ka. You're a mother, you're a life coach. You're a wife, you're a life coach. You're a sister, you're a life coach. Like, you don't take it off. So, to start, practice. To thrive, make it a lifestyle.
Kung friend ka,
Kung friend ka,
life coach din.
oo, lalo na pag friend ko, sabihin ko sa'yo talaga yung totoo. Tanungin talaga kita ng medyo diniginaw pa. Kasi friend, di ba, pwedeng ginawin. Tapos pag gininaw yung friend mo, akapin mo, friend mo di ba? Kung hindi mo friend, kung medyo nakakaginaw, nakakatakot.
Yayanigin ba?
Yan kasi di ba ganun, para pagkahiwalay ninyo, medyo na-shaken yung friend, yung tao, di ba, para, oops, iba yun. Diba? I mean, really, no, don't get me wrong. One thing I got also from the church. Marami naman talaga ako natutunan sa Victory. Totoo naman yan, okay? Not to promote ourselves using Victory or the other way around, but I just want to give honor to whom honor is due. You know, I've been in the church for a decade, and when I say I've been in the church in the decade, because I want to be honest also to all of you, we're not attending Victory now, but we are not a backslider. We're Christians, okay? We're not attending Victory right now. So for those of you asking, are you still Victory? We are part of Victory, okay? We're not, hindi naman kami pinalayas, hindi naman kami kinaptize, hindi naman kami suspended. I mean, wala po kaming atraso sa church. You can ask Pastor Doc June, okay? Wala po kaming gano'n, but it's just that we're not attending the church. So, hindi ko po talaga alam kung anong sagot sa tanong ninyo, okay? Are you a Victory? Are you non-Victory? Are you Christian, non-Christian? Ang sagot ko lang po dyan, we've been attending, we used to attend Victory. I attend Victory. I serve Victory for a decade. I've been a leader in the church. I've been a volunteer in the church for 10 years, but when we started Decap Coffee Republic, this becomes our ministry, this becomes our mission field, and everything in our lives changes, okay, drastically, okay, not that we plan about it, not that we wanted it that way, but things happen, okay, but we are very grateful. I personally very grateful ako sa church, and one thing na isa rin sa mga tumatak, alam niyo yun, one thing na tumatak sa akin would be, if you are a friend. Yun talaga yun. Yung if you are a friend is someone who can tell the person what you don't want to hear. Sabi niya yun, kasi the friend watch your back. Okay? I believe Hi, Master Coach Kendra, my sister. Sister, I miss you. I'm back from the vacation. I love you. Okay, so we've been serving, and one thing that I really learned is, number one would be the foundation, when you set the foundations, okay, whatever you do, like the higher you want to go, the deeper you want to set the foundations. And the second learning that really was very, very vivid to me was like, be a friend, okay, not just a church mate, but really be a friend. And who is a friend? Somebody who watch your back, okay? So the story of Jonathan and King David, I think that's the thing, okay? And the church taught us that as a friend, you can tell straight to your face what other people will not tell you. So that's it. So when I became a life coach, it's the same thing. I ask powerful questions. I ask nerve-wracking questions, because my client, the person trusting me and the person investing on me, is a person that needs to hear the truth. And how that person hears the truth is by answering questions that maybe that's never been asked. All right? Sister, I'll see you in November. I miss my sister. You know, from the time she visited us last month. Okay, Master Coach Lakendra was with us last August, and after her visit, we barely talked. We've been like, I believe God have been blessing us with a lot of opportunities and open doors, left and right. We're not complaining. We're grateful, right, sister? We barely talk. We barely get to exchange a lot of messages. But you know what? One thing that I'm grateful is I'm seeing her in November. So I'm very excited, sister. I have a lot of stories for you. But thank you really for supporting my vacation, and I love you. And really, Master Coach, you have my respect. I miss you, sister.
So sweet.
Yeah, I miss her. I really miss her. I don't know. I really missed you, okay? So hopefully I get to catch up with you when all of this thing starts to settle down. All right. November, I'll see you. Yeah.
Okay, so the next question for Master Coach for today
is?
Okay, so...
Parang siya yung natakot.
Yeah.
Chill lang. Ako yung sasagot eh.
So how do I strategically position myself?
Wow, may strategic. Mataas to.
Coaching.
Coach.
When I am a new coach.
How do I strategically position myself when I am a new coach? Okay, be yourself. Be who you are. But what do I mean by that, right? The very reason you entered into coaching certification is because in the past years, in the past moment of your life, you have been coaching, you have been making a difference, you have been helping people. You have been doing that even before certification. So right after certification, it's just like telling the world that my heart, my desire to make a difference is now professionalized. That I've gained really the learning, the training, that I have started the journey of professionalizing, okay, of mastering the skills, the platform in which I have been doing and serving you. So just be yourself. And I believe in our own sphere of influence, they already know us. Like, when I became certified last August, it didn't require a lot of pushing. I think the only thing that happens is people know I'm a life coach, right?
And you practice.
And I practice. I practice with you. I practice with everyone. Okay. I'm all over the place.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I just practice, and people started getting amazed. Oh, that's the way you do it. And I will tell people, you know what? I've been doing spiritual counseling. I've been mentoring. I'm a consultant. But now I'm a life coach. You wanna try? And sometimes I don't even have to ask permissions. I coach people. Like, I throw in questions, and when people start, like the team, okay, they don't understand, what are you doing, chairman? All right? Like, okay, because I'm a life coach now, and all my team get to know, found out that time is when I get certified, I was already crying, I was teary-eyed. Okay, it was the birthday of Coach PB. And I told them, yeah, because I got certified and I just passed the exam, now I'm a life coach. So what is that?
And then you start asking us questions.
So I started asking questions.
Everything is about asking
questions. So that's being a life coach. That's how it works. Yes, and there's more. So you are already, like, the question of how do I strategically, I think that you are already strategically positioned. the very reason that you're getting certified, the very reason that you want to professionalize, the very reason that you want to learn more is you are already strategically positioned and you just want to nurture and you want to strengthen and empower yourself to be able to serve more. So you are there right now. Don't look for I think you spoke about the battlefield. You know, many people would believe that the battlefield is something that you have to like Coach Raj. Okay, the battlefield, of course, Raj is China. But, you know, the mission begins not when you landed in China. Bakit makakarating ka ba ng China na hindi ka sumakay ng eroplano?
True.
Diba? So like your journey, your mission begins, and the preparation is part of the journey. Right? Like I'm conquering places. Coach Kelly Teng would always be with me. We're like our mission started when we decided that we're going. Okay? So it includes buying a ticket, preparations of materials, my daughter prepare. All of these things is part of the mission. You don't say, okay, I'm still on the plane, I'm not on a mission. You're in the mission. So you are already strategically positioned. Don't look for other ways. You are already strategically positioned. Next question.
So, mesmerize ako sa mga answer.
Is that from Coach Maureen Steele?
Yes.
Okay.
And a combination of Coach Candy.
Oh,
with,
may tulong pa ni Coach Candy.
Oh, may ano pa dito, insert.
Okay.
With so many resources.
With so many resources. Okay.
And life coaches that are successful.
Are successful.
Maganda yan.
Gusto ko
Diba?
yan. Okay,
Oh.
okay.
They have marketing, branding, etc.
Oh, I love it. Okay.
What is the best way to build myself in the coaching profession?
Be who you
Nalula na po.
are.
Nalula.
Nalula. Anong gagawin to build? I believe, okay, Miss Universe question. The first question is, are you a practicing coach? Okay? Because I'm a marketing practitioner, okay? My former job, okay, I've spent 7 years being in an executive level as a marketing professional. I'm a brand development personal as well, okay? So, and I know how to breathe life to a brand. Okay, so that's been my expertise. Okay, I develop a lot of brands. I carry on many brands. Okay, international brands. But I believe, okay, I strongly believe, the brand is the outer, but what comprise the success of every brand is what's inside. Like I can make people try my juice, my canned goods, my water. I can make it happen in an instant, all right? But if the product cannot support the promise, it's nothing. You're dead. You're dead. So I believe that in a consumer goods, okay, I have this attract, okay? So you attract people, you try, okay? ATR, I call it ATR, attract, try, repeat. Alright? So attract, try, repeat. Most of the companies in marketing would always do attract. Alright? But there is no conversion to sales if people will not try. Right? So you respond by free goods.
Samples.
You respond by samples, right? You respond by free taste, correct? So that's the attract, try, okay? But here's the thing. Will the customer repeat the experience? Okay? Because there are products that there are products that even if ibigay mo for free, nobody will consume. You have that, okay? So
Sustainability.
it's not sustainable. So it's also like in life coaching, all right? We attract people, so I don't believe in pursuing. I believe in being attractional, okay? If you are part of the tribe, if you are part of the coaching tribe here in the Philippines, you knew that from the very beginning, we position ourselves to be very attractional, okay? People get to know what we do. People get to notice us by the service that we extend to people. And then we give trial, okay? We give complimentary coaching sessions. That is real sessions, as in real, okay? We don't do our complimentary sessions just for the heck of, promoting. We do complimentary sessions, real coaching, and then the repeat. The repeat is, will we be able to convert it to a paying client. Okay, now the repeat portion will only happen if you are indeed a practicing coach. Because if not, then nobody will get your service. So again, the question is, are you a practicing coach? Okay, let me just give this moment to Master Coach Lakendra. Be yourself, by being yourself will allow you to master yourself and return your adapt to those. Maganda yung sinabi ni Master Coach Lakendra. I agree with that, Coach. Okay. All right, so
Next question. Since we are talking about
repeat.
may tanong dito from Coach Mau, how
Oh.
can I convert clients?
Did you serve the client well?
Tcharam.
Diba? Did you serve the client? Did you give the client an experience that is worth to be converted? That is worth the conversion. All right? So, because when I engage, okay, this is personal note, which I also tell to my apprentice and to the people who would seek me mentoring for this, is that when you speak with someone, all of these people is your possible client. All. Like all of you watching is my possible client. Now, the question is, what is your mindset? If your mindset is, if I talk to you, I have to convert. If that is the mindset, then you're not getting the path. All right? I never had the mindset that each and every person must be converted. Here's my mindset. My mindset is every opportunity I'm given to speak with someone, I want that opportunity for that person to know that a life coach exists, a life coaching is there, and change is possible. So whether that person becomes my client, a client of my fellow coaches, okay, a client of future, okay, in the future, it doesn't really matter to me as long as the person knows that help is available. So, I mean, that's the only way. And think about it, Coach Maureen. Okay, if you are part, by the way, Coach Maureen, really what will help you is to be part of our app skill, okay? In the app skill, I've written lengthily about this, okay? Because most of the time when people get that experience, they want it. They want it. So, with all, you know, people would want, if they, like for example, if you offer a car service repair to someone who doesn't need it for now, they will not get it. But when something happens in the car and they knew that you were there, not just to offer but to talk about cars and everything, you will listen. Yeah. Pastor Alan, okay, well, he doesn't own any repair center or whatever, okay? But there was a moment when my husband was going, we needed our car to have this maintenance regular checkup. Pastor Alan was very helpful to refer someone, So when it was my time that I wanted my car to have detailing service, you know, by top of mind, I asked Pastor Alan. But truth of the matter, he doesn't own any service center. And I know it. But I trust him. Simply because before that, he was able to share things with me. So when he gave me all the comparison and all, I just looked for his verdict. Because at the end of the comparison, my verdict. And I said, okay, we'll just go with your verdict. I don't even have to care about it. And I believe that's where you can only convert a client if the client start trusting you, because coaching is trust. Trusting the self that you can go through changes, trusting your coach, and trusting the process. So if the client cannot trust the coach, you cannot convert. Even if you offer your service for free, you're not. I mean, my question is, honestly, think about this and honestly seek your heart. If you stand in the middle of a crowd in a plaza, all right, and you say, I'm offering free life coaching, will people come to you? Because if the answer is no, then the more they're not willing to pay for you.
Yun.
Diba? Test mo lang. Tayo ka, sabihin mo. Diba? I'm offering free service. Will people come and seek your service? Kung kahit libre na, wala pa rin magpapacoach sa'yo, ibig sabihin nun, mag-practice ka.
Recalibrate na.
Coach Rezzhel, nawala si Coach Rezzhel.
Galing ng mga answer.
Coach Rezzhel, live
Experience
kasi
eh.
ito eh.
Alright, so yung next question, mga combination to.
Combination,
galing kay
may combi
Coach
pala, may
Maureen,
combo.
Coach Candy and Coach Mau. So,
Okay.
Bari sabi Coach Candy, nandyan pala ako.
Nandyan ka.
Yung face kasi ni Coach Candy. So, how much do I charge and how do I charge? Parang mga life coaches ngayon yung ano.
How much value
Yeah.
do you put to your service how much you value yourself. How much is the value of the change you're able to offer. And you are able to commit.
Ikaw pa rin yun eh. Sa'yo pa rin yun eh.
I mean, it's interesting. Some coaches will offer it $50 and nobody's availing the service. Some coaches are offering it $100, $200 right now, and the line is
BC.
busy.
There's quite a
Yes,
lot.
okay, the average rate of a life coach is $200. Yes, in the Philippines, do we have clients like that? We have more clients on that. Yeah, Coach Rezzhel know that. So it's true. But we've got coaches who would undervalue their service and offer it at $50, so that's like 500, 250, something like that, and they still don't have a client. So the question is, what value do you put yourself? How much do you believe in yourself?
Yun. So please answer that. Then you can get how much you are going to charge.
Yeah, but well, of course, you can charge by hour, you can charge by month, you can charge by a 6-session package. So it depends. But again, my question is, can you provide that product? Because it's like, what is the product, and then you put a price tag to the product. Well, you can do this. You can do the reverse. Like, for example, if I need, like in my case, if I need 100,000, okay, then I'll create a 200,000 package. I'll sell it because that's my principle. Okay, whatever product I sell, I make sure, okay, that I double the value at the very least. Yeah, if I offer a training program for 6 months for a long period, which I did with my apprentice, like with the first project, with the first, like for the apprentice, I made sure that whatever they pay for it, they're done. And all the rest is their bonus. And that's the way I create my products. That's the way I create my courses. That's the way I also do my coaching services. Like on the first sitting moment, like on the first meetup, my client will tell me, I'm done.
I can only smile because it's so true.
Yeah,
during
okay.
the
It's like my
first
client
meeting.
will say like, okay, I'm done. Okay, no, we're not yet done. It's just the first session. All right. So that's the way I work, and because that's the way, that's my principle in life, that's the way I work, I believe that is also the reasons why people would refer me, okay, would allow me to be known, okay, why I am not being kept as a secret. Like, I don't have a website, I don't do ads, I don't really. So I really survived for 2 years with referrals, with people I don't know where they're coming from, okay, willing to wait, okay. Of course, I've been transferring a lot of clients right now, but other clients willing to wait, okay. There are clients that's asking how much. I will say, I don't want to put a charge to something that we both don't understand, okay. And charging to me is always dependent on the results that you want, okay, and how I can double that or triple that. At least to me, it's my principle is almost double. So you pay 100,000, okay. My challenge to myself is how can I deliver 200,000 value at least. If I need 2 million now, then I need to produce a product that is 4 million worth. I mean that's the way I work. Okay, so if I need 500,000, then I have to create a package that's 1 million. At least double.
Yeah.
But most of the time, it's not double. I think by this time, I do it 3-folds, 4-folds.
That's why you feel so special.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because of that, people will be more than willing to pay for you. You know, Coach Candy is my, she's in front of me, by the way, okay? We are operating in non-disclosure and confidential, and she's in front of me right now. She's my client. And Coach Candy is one of, I have an upcoming course that I am yet to deliver, okay, because of some technicalities and all. But she already, when she heard of the course, she paid for it. Done. So I've got people who would make an investment even before I teach.
It happened.
Before it happened. So that's the value that you will be able to get or create out of the people you serve. So it's easier to maintain clients. So I have a lot of repeat clients. When I say repeat clients, so you know what? After a coaching session, a coaching package, I want my clients to graduate, okay? But of course, not all of them would graduate, okay? Some of them would like Coach Candy, 2 years. Coach Candy is on a 2 years program.
Nice.
Dahil na kami ng 1 year. At may renewal na kami, okay? But I got clients on 6 months, I got clients on 6 sessions. But my heart is not really to prolong the service. If there's no need for renewal, I don't want my clients to renew. But you know what happened? Because my clients wants to be working with me, they buy any of my product. I come up with something, they buy. Whatever they buy. Like, so it's really the value that you give to your client. And it's so beautiful that when your relationship with your client or the people buying from you is really like a family thing, it gives you a lot of inspirations to keep creating, because you know that the people who will consume that are people you love.
Oh, that's the profound.
Diba?
Life
Ang ganda
coaching.
talagang magtrabaho pag ganyan. Yes, Coach Rezzhel, may question ka pa?
So,
Tinatago yung question.
as I elevate as a coach,
Or may
so wala bang
elevation.
can you check the link if there's
Oo,
additional
meron pa yung
questions?
elevation.
Okay naman, okay.
Okay.
As I elevate as a coach,
Okay.
elevation,
From whom yan?
Coach Candy,
Okay, elevate.
our coaching naturally follows. But when they don't, what are the things that should be considered looking at as a coach and on the coaching?
Posture of the heart. Yeah. Because you could be the most intelligent, the best trained, like the best equipped life coach in the house, in the tribe. But if the posture of your heart is not right, you cannot use those tools.
Parati pong tinatanong yun, ano ba talaga yung posture of the heart? What is that and how would I know that it is the right one?
Why do you do what you do? Why do you do what you do? What is your compelling reason for doing what you do? In this profession, I'm not sure with other professions, although I believe personally that this holds true to all professions, but specifically for life coaching, you're not supposed to, if you're in the profession for the sake of money, then you will not last. But but the truth of the matter is this, all right? Okay, money comes abundantly if you serve as a real coach. That's the posture of the heart. Like, why do you do what you do? This is personal to me, okay? Okay, I will answer that. Okay, my Emerald Bihag, are there requirements to become a life coach? On the side note, what are the requirements to become a life coach? Is the heart. Are you ready to serve, to be of service, and to be in service? A life coach will always be a life coach. All right? So this is not something that you can bail out, okay? So once you become a coach, you are a life coach. Is there any educational attainment or requirements? Okay, in terms of age, okay, the youngest we certify is about 20 years old. Okay, is there any educational requirement, background, or others? None. As long as you have the wisdom, okay, that you can read, okay, you can write, and you can understand, and you can receive instructions, and you are capable of learning, relearning, and unlearning, then you can become a life coach. Okay? Yung going back to the posture of the heart, may laging tinatanong yan, ano ko ba alam? I would say that it's always be a trial and an error. Lagi nyo narinig yan, okay? Okay, hi! Ayan, maghilo ka. Sa'yo yan
sister,
eh.
yes.
Sister mo yan eh, di ba?
Yes.
Hi ate.
You can ask your questions.
Sister niya talaga. So, yung people would always say, you do it trial and error. But this is my thoughts there, Coach Rezzhel. You don't go through that process of trial and error. What you go through is the process of learning, relearning, and unlearning. Like, for example, kasi ang trial and error to me, many people would do it irresponsibly. Diba? Ay, gusto ko to, try natin. Pag mali, edi ulitin. No? That's not the way I look at it. The way I look at it is, you have something, you believe in it, you nurtured it, and you really believe that it will, then you go through it. You implement it, and if it, you didn't get the results, and then you take the learnings, okay, relearn, recalibrate, and then launch again. Okay, so learning, relearning, and unlearning. Yung posture of the heart, you can only test if you are there. Di ba yung tanong may nagtanong sa akin, may test po ba yan, Master Coach? Posture of the heart. Nisip ko talaga. You know, my father would always ask this. Well, my father already passed away more than a year ago, but my father would always just ask me this, how do you know you're right? Diba? How do you know you're right?
That's his favorite question.
That would be my father's favorite question to me. whenever I make unpopular decisions, okay, he would always ask me the question, how do you know you are right? And I would always tell my father, I don't know in the standard of the world if I am really right, but I know to begin with that I am right because the decision is godly. Yeah, and then my father will continue, yeah, but they left you, they don't agree with you. Okay, pa, the only test, okay, the test is that time. 1 year down the line, 2 years down the line, 3 years down the line, will I get the results that I want? If I get the results that I want, then I am right. You can argue all you want, but if I got the results that I want, then I am right. If I don't hurt other people, I don't step on other people's right, and I live other people's life, then I'm right.
So, you know posture.
Oh, mahirap yung posture. You know yung posture of the heart is, let me take it from Coach Kelitig, it's experiential. Tumama ka din. May tama naman tayo, experiential. Yeah, you have to, you just don't say, alam mo, ganda na ng posture ng puso mo, medyo pantay na. Yung puso hindi pantay eh. Ay, ang ganda na, o polish, check. No, you don't. It's experiential and you have to pass the test. Many people will say, ang ganda ng puso ko, pag tinest mo, plakda, wala na. Isang tanong lang galit. Bakit ka galit ng tanong lang? Diba? So, may testing kasi, experiential. God said you will be tested and be ready when you get tested. Babait-bait, diba? Tapos pag tinest, galit. Isang tanong pa lang, nagwawala na. Ay, bakit nagwawala? Kasi wala.
Yun. So if you have questions, please share it with us through the link in Life Coach Philippines. Meron pa kaming natitira ilang minutes for your questions to be answered by Mr.
Agad nandito daw kami. Sagutin daw natin lahat yan.
Oo. No? So ang mga life coaches ngayon, ang puno ng mga katanungan.
Busy kayo, di ba? So sagutin natin itong lahat.
When you have terminated a contract,
Ay, terminated a contract? Okay.
with the client due to the client's lack of trust, and the client wants to be back into your program, what should be considered?
Again, why did you terminate the current? Readiness of the heart. Pag bumalik yung kliyente mo, ready na ba? Kung ready na, titanggapin mo. Pero yung tanong, gusto mo pa ba? Gusto mo pa ba? Yeah, because really, in this profession, when I say gusto mo ba, it's anchored on the premise that do you have the right posture of the heart to serve the client? When I say you want it. Because I don't want you to be I don't want you to come very technical and say, okay, because that check number, okay, let's start. No, that's not the way relationship. It's that like you broke off with your boyfriend because the boyfriend got another woman and then the boyfriend come back, wala na siya, tayo na ulit. Ayun, laki ba?
Bye!
Diba? So, that's what I'm saying, diba? Because there are conditions that allowed you or pressed you or brought you to a situation that you end the contract. Now, when that condition is already fulfilled, the question is there still be a viable relationship between you and the coach? Will it still be healthy for the two of you to continue? Again, posture of the heart.
So by the end of the day, kayo nakakatawa.
Yeah, diba? So, I don't care if you don't have your woman. I don't care if you don't have the other woman, but I don't want you. So, there's no relationship to continue. It's the same thing. Maybe you said you have that, yes, but that's not my space right now. I got it from Master Coach Raquel. I mean, where is your space after the termination of the contract?
Okay. So kayo, may mga tanong pa ba kayo na gusto nyo tanong kay Master Coach A?
Okay na.
You're good?
You're good.
So, Coach A, where is
Ikaw na to?
Ako na to.
Siya na kasi to.
So, everything is clear?
Yes, everything is... Yes, Coach Rezzhel. Your moment.
Yeah, this is my moment to ask her. Though sometimes I ask these questions behind the camera, but I would take this opportunity so you would also know, and probably you can also be inspired. Yung question ko po, isa na galing yung passion. Like, diba, everything had happened. Yun nga, yung apprentice program is really all about the toiling behind, the hard work behind. So, other coaches would ask, so what will it take to be an apprentice and stuff? Truth of the matter is, behind it is really for you to see the toiling, the hard work, and the
Yeah.
change that you have to allow yourself to have an experience from time to time because you want to get there. So the question is, after all the laying down that you normally ask, you know, you lay down, you be humble, and yung lahat naman po ng decision, it clearly speaks of your obedience to the God who called you.
Yeah.
And the principles behind it are also anchored to that. So where is that coming from?
The passion.
Tanong, yeah.
Nagtanong, di ba? The passion is, I have found the greatest treasure and the best relationship I could have in this lifetime. And I will not exchange that for anything. I have it. So, di ba, when you found a treasure, you will do whatever it takes to protect the treasure. And when you have the best relationship, you will do whatever it is to protect that. When you have stumbled, okay, because I really stumbled in it. I believe it's really something that I stumbled because many of us go through a journey and we are not mindful of what's in there. And many times we stumbled on things. And because we stumbled in it, we have this narrative that when we stumbled or kung nadapa ka, it's not good. Alright? So I've stumbled thousands of times in my life, and in all those moments that I stumbled, I encountered the God I serve today. So, if in those moments that I stumbled, He was there, how much more if I'm not going through the stumbling moments? So, with that, then that's where the passion is really experiencing Him. Because if I don't move, I will not experience Him. So the more miracles I experience, the more I'm empowered to do more, to be daring, to be risky, to be like press. Because in that pressing, in that risk moment, in this buwis buhay, I meet Him again. Because God is unseen, right? You cannot see God. But you can feel Him and you can hear Him. Okay, don't tell me you can't, because you can. Again, my experience is not isolated. I'm not the only person experiencing it. We are all children of God, regardless of your religion. There is a God who fathered you. Okay, there's a God who's up in there. There's a spiritual being in there. Okay, to me, I call Him Ama. Okay, so mabuti siyang Ama eh. I mean, to me, it gets me so excited that whenever He pressed me to something that the unknown. Okay, when God asked me to do something that's unknown, never tried before, what else? Scary. I'm so excited because I know that in that moment I will encounter Him again once more. Once more. So that's where the passion is. If I don't move, then I will not encounter Him. So what will happen to our relationship? I will wait until I die. That's boring. That's boring. Alright? So, I mean, like, why do people do rappelling? The adrenaline rush, right? Why do you do mountain climbing, right? Because you want that experience. Okay, in my case, I can do anything and everything, right? Anything and everything, absolutely, because I want to experience that God that I serve. Okay, as in, like, we've been to Disneyland, okay? So I'm very scared. I used to be very scared of rides and all. But truth of the matter, I'm not scared. I'm no longer scared because I want to try. Because there's science, di ba? There's science, there's technology in those old rides that they send you to the air and you're not falling down. And I want to experience that. So to me, that's miracle. That's science. That's technology. So I want that. There's only one ride, okay? That's very scary, but I did try. Not because I'm scared, but because I have a medical condition and I was thinking like I might bleed, okay? But if not, if I don't have a medical condition, I would try that, okay? Because it's beautiful. So I press on the limit every day, every time. So like even many of you have know already that we're nearing the termination of our contract here at DCAP, here. Okay, so we're continuing in another street, a few blocks away from here. And even that, I mean, that could be shaking to many people, right? But the moment I got, of course, there's like, medyo may ganong yun because, oh, this is a home, this is beautiful. But when that happened, really what comes to my mind, oh my goodness, this is exciting! What's next? That's really how I am. So when people are asking why you're not in a panic, I'm like, why would I be in a panic? I'm gonna meet my God. If He tells me to stop, I will stop. For sure He will send me to another. But like in 48 hours, He send us a new space, the process continue, and then some people are very worried, can you finish in 1 month, If we don't finish in 1 month, then we finish in 2 months. If we finish in 3 months, then we finish in 3 months. Like, but hey, God, the God we serve loves humanity, loves you, loves the people, loves the tribe. So do you think will God not give all the miracles, will get all the angels to be at work for it to be 1 month? That's the way I think. That's where the passion is. I mean, you meet that person.
So, with that, Chairman, marami pang tinanong, no?
Ang daming tinanong.
We have time pa naman, di ba?
Oo, gusto mo maghapon.
Okay.
Wala ka daw.
Ay, wala na. Okay, so, ito, last two questions.
Last 2 questions.
Two questions?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
So with what with the passion that you have, with the limits that you want to break through to encounter that level, what character that is currently magnified in your current season?
Wow. Taas, di ba? Ano kaya yung panghuli niya?
Sabi lang, naminano lang ako, mahagip ko lang.
Mahagip mo
parang
lang?
yung tanong mo, gano'n.
Ganon.
May ano ata dito? Clean?
Meron ba?
Clean ata yung
May
galing.
nagsabi ba dito ng character? Okay. The character of the God who embrace those who is neglected by humanity. I'm being stretched with that. I'm very specific. The character of embracing people who cannot be accepted in this lifetime by humanity. Like, really the outcasts, the untamable, the uncontrollable. Alright? Like people who would really stretch your patience, your finances, like all of these things. And I'm grateful that I'm given the opportunity to stretch and develop the character that would still embrace them no matter what. So I believe not a lot of people are given that opportunity to develop the character, and I'm grateful that I'm developing that.
And that's God's character.
And that's God's character. He don't just push you away because you're a sinner. He embraced you. So I'm grateful that He's giving me that opportunity to at least have a glimpse of His character. Diba? So I'm also a sinner. I've done a lot of stupid things in my whole life, but God called me and He embraced me. He loves me. So that opportunity that I'm given now to develop that character is something that's so profound, so divine, so precious to me. So with all the pain, with all the hurts, with all the offenses, with all of these things, I honor the God who gives me the opportunity. And the last question.
So for those people who are there watching you, and if they want to join you with kind of, not just profession, but more what you are carrying, the banner that you are carrying right now, for sure you have feel that. For sure you receive that in your heart. And perhaps you're thinking right now what you should do, because this is the kind of life that you also want to live.
Yeah.
So what should they do?
Get in touch with you.
Okay.
Napaka-profound ng last question. We're advancing. Our mission, our calling, our vision is really a decap in every place, in every city, in every region, in every nation. We are advancing and catching up in every territory, all the people in the workplace. We are advancing as change agents. We are inspiring people and help and transforming lives. We're all over the place, and there's a lot of opportunities. There's a lot of things happening in our tribe, in our team. And if you're inside the tribe, outside the tribe, in the middle of the tribe, or in the border of the tribe, wherever you are right now, get in touch with Coach Rezzhel. Not with me, okay? I want you to get in touch with the woman, because it's beautiful when you get to see things through the lens and through the eyes of the people who encounter and journey with me, alright? For those of you who wants to be part of our expansion program, of our new business spot, okay, of our new venue, of our new hub, then you're open to join us. We're looking for investors, we're looking for builders, we're looking for partners. This is, to be honest with you, it's not comfortable with me to open the company for investors, because when I open this for investors, meaning I'm allowing people to be partakers of the ownership. But I believe what God have entrusted to me is not mine alone. I am just God's steward. So if God called you to be a steward, then let's be a good steward all together. All right? So if God is calling you to do that, then get in touch with Coach Rezzhel. I'm a very transparent person. What you see is what you get. So if you're ready, if you're saying yes to God, please say yes to God, not to me. Okay, get in touch with Coach Rezzhel. She will be able to facilitate you, journey with you, and allow you to see things through the lens of faith. Good night. Good night, good night, good night. Alam niyo bakit? Feeling ko pagkatapos ka matutulog ka. Feeling ko talaga. Oo. Alam mo yung feeling ko na I want to rest. Okay, but you know, we've just, ano pa ba? This is just like 2 o'clock and it's just an afternoon. If you need to take a nap, to sleep over all the inputs, alright? So take a nap, just take a nap, okay? Don't get into a bed rest, okay? Take a nap, enjoy a moment where you can savor the new inputs, the new guidelines, the new, alam mo yun, everything that is new takes time to brew. So let it brew, okay? And if you need to take a nap, to take a moment, let it sip into the knowledge, sip the knowledge, and let it brew so you start smelling the aroma when you wake up. Good afternoon, everyone. This is Master Coach A. Thank you for joining me, and Coach Rezzhel.